Waiting.
Waiting. Waiting.
Waiting.
Why?
When? Please.
Here.
Waiting.
Waiting. Waiting.
Waiting.
Do.
Something. But
How?
Waiting.
waiting. Waiting.
Waiting.
You.
Promise. Please.
Now.
You're telling quite a tall tale right now.
No, I'm not. Listen, sister, you're new here, so it makes sense that you want to make a name for yourself. But trust me, this ain't the way to do it.
I may be just a humble payless washwoman, but my uncle's cousin's former roommate knew the Pharaoh's cupbearer. I'm not lying. There's no way Pharaoh's right-hand man used to be a slave, and in prison no less.
If there's one constant in this life, honey, it's that people born to the bottom level of society
Stay at the bottom.
We should know.
So you don't even want to know the story? Why, sure, honey. By all means, tell us the story. Just don't act like it's the truth. Whatever. Well, he isn't even from here. He's from the north, and his family raised animals.
This just keeps getting better and better. No. Now, Pharaoh's second in command is a sneaky shepherd on top of it all.
Could you imagine how hard you have to scrub to get the stink out of those clothes? Oh, do you want to hear this or not? Okay, so Pharaoh had like this crazy big family. Joseph had like this crazy big family of like 11 brothers. But they all hated his guts because he was the father's favorite. So you know what they did to him? Well, they were gonna kill him, his own brothers. But then one of the brothers convinced the others to sell him into slavery instead. Then they all went home and told the father that he had died. This kid was only 17 years old when he arrived here in Egypt. But thankfully, he was bought by none other than Potiphar.
I've actually heard really good things about him.
No, you're correct. He was great to Joseph.
Oh, so now you're on a first-name basis, I see.
I'm not hearing that. Anyway, Joseph did really well for Potiphar. So before long, he was running his everything. Wait. Everything? No! Joseph would never, please! But now that you bring that up...
Yes?
Potiphar's wife had a huge thing for Joseph. Apparently, he's very good looking.
Okay, so where does prison fit into all of this?
'Cause of her. She lied, said Joseph was the one trying to take advantage of her.
No.
Exactly.
If this story really is true, this poor boy has got some luck. He's betrayed by his own family, sold into slavery, and then unjustly accused for a crime he refused to commit.
You're telling me. He spent years and years in prison. But do you think it turned him all bitter and jaded? No, of course not. His God raised him up in prison just like he raised him up in Potiphar's house. So before long, he was in charge of everything again.
He sounds so dreamy.
Oh, calm yourself. I totally forgot this part. Joseph can interpret dreams. That's how I know all this. Honestly, the cupbearer keeps testing the wine long after he approves it for Pharaoh, and then he runs his mouth off.
Well, wait, whose dream did Joseph interpret?
Oh, the head bakers and the cupbearers. The baker and the cupbearer was restored. Then the lush went and forgot about him. Joseph rotted down there for even longer. But then Pharaoh had a dream that no one else could interpret, and bam, the cupbearer remembered it. Joseph interpreted the dream that no one else could. He saved the day, and Pharaoh promoted him. He's like 39 now, but he was promoted at 30. It took him 13 years from when he arrived here. But his God finally came through for him. Now he's royalty. He saved us all.
What do you mean he saved us all?
I mean the famine. Those big grain silos we have everywhere are because of him. If he had managed everything and saved up a ton of food, we'd all be starving.
And so would a lot of people in the countries around us.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense now, looking back.
I mean, when he was right there in the thick of it all, how did he keep his chin up? How do you know he wasn't forgotten? All that time waiting.
You know, I hope your story really is true. Because if it is, there's a God out there that actually cares about people like us. I can serve a God like that.
Me too. Come on, ladies.